My husband named our baby after his ex while I was under anesthesia and said, "You'll get over it." 2 years later, he found out his ex named her baby after me and asked, "Is this some kind of joke?" When I woke up from the anesthesia after giving birth, everyone stared at me with pity in their eyes. "Is my baby okay?" I asked, praying it wasn't a stillbirth. No one responded. My mother finally whispered, "The baby's fine." But her voice was wrong. Everything felt wrong. The nurse handed me my daughter, and the first thing I saw was the name bracelet. Jessica Marie. My stomach dropped. That was my husband's ex-girlfriend's name. What the hell is this? My voice didn't even sound like mine. My husband stood in the corner studying his phone like it held the secrets of the universe. "Look at me. Look at me." When he finally did, his face was completely blank. "You'll get over it," he said. "It's just a name." I'd been in labor for 19 hours. I'd nearly bled out during my cesarean. And while doctors were saving my life, he was writing his ex's name on our daughter's birth certificate. My mother actually lunged at him. The nurses had to intervene. He left the room, and I didn't see him again for 3 days. 3 days of me sobbing every time I looked at my perfect baby girl, knowing she'd been branded with another woman's name like property. When I got home, I found the paperwork sitting on the table, mocking me. "Why?" I begged him to tell me. "It's a common name, honey. You're just being hormonal." I knew if I kept listening, I'd do something I'd regret, but I didn't understand. This was the same husband who taught me how to love again. The same one whose arms felt more like home than any house ever could. Either way, I filed for divorce that same day and moved back in with my parents. Started the legal process to change her name immediately. He fought me on everything except custody. Didn't even pretend to want our daughter. And 6 months into the divorce, everything made sense. His lawyer sent mine the wrong folder. Inside were text messages from the week I gave birth. Jessica had been blackmailing him. At his bachelor party, his best friend had sexually assaulted a waitress. My husband helped cover it up, paid her off, threatened her, and deleted security footage. Jessica had videos of him bragging about it. She wanted him to name our baby after her, or she'd release everything. I sat in that lawyer's office reading those texts, feeling like I was watching someone else's life. This man I'd loved, who I'd created a child with, chose protecting himself over everything. He could have faced the consequences, could have been a criminal behind bars. Instead, he let our daughter pay the price. I was crying into my mom's lap when I got the call. It was Jessica's lawyer. "She wants to meet you," she said, like she deserved my time. Every bone in my body wanted to say no. "Sure, send me a date and time that works," I responded. You see, I needed to look her in the eye. I needed to understand what kind of woman does this. We met at a Starbucks, and the first thing she said was, "I didn't think he'd actually do it." Her hands shook around her coffee cup. When I heard he really put my name on that birth certificate, I threw up. I realized if he could do that to his own baby, to you while you were literally unconscious from giving birth, what else was he capable of? She told me everything. How he'd slept with her throughout our engagement, how he'd promised to leave me, how she'd found out about the bachelor party assault from the victim herself, a friend of a friend. We talked for 4 hours and she even invited me over.